I found out why my brother's wife refuses to let their daughter sleep over at Grandpa's house anymore. My brother Quinn called me at midnight, his voice shaking in that way that meant something had cracked wide open. Jess won't tell me why, he said. She just keeps saying Emma's not going back there. Ever. I thought it was ridiculous. Our dad was the gentlest man alive. He'd raised us on Saturday morning pancakes and bedtime stories, taught us to tie our shoes with patience most parents don't have. The idea that he'd done something to warrant this seemed insane. So I did what any reasonable sister would do. I went to Jess directly. She was folding laundry in their living room when I showed up unannounced, her hands moving mechanically through tiny pink shirts. "Why won't you let Emma see Dad anymore?" I asked. She didn't look up. "Because I'm protecting her." "From what?" "Dad's harmless." That's when she finally met my eyes. "Your father told my 6-year-old daughter that her body belongs to everyone who loves her." I felt my stomach drop. "What?" "Last month, I picked Emma up early because she said she had a tummy ache. When I got there, your dad was sitting her down for a talk. I heard him say, 'When people who love you want to touch you or hug you, you have to let them. That's what family means.'" I tried to process this. "Maybe you misheard." I didn't mishear anything. He saw me standing in the doorway and tried to backtrack. Said he was just teaching her about affection, but Emma told me he'd been saying it all weekend, that she had to sit on his lap even when she didn't want to. That saying no to family was rude. My hands went cold. Did he? No, nothing happened, but he was grooming her, teaching her that her boundaries don't matter with people she trusts. I thought about all those childhood memories. Dad insisting on goodnight kisses even when we were teenagers, getting offended if we didn't want to be hugged in public. That time he guilt-tripped me for months because I'd pulled away when he tried to massage my shoulders. I'd always thought he was just affectionate, traditional, a little old-fashioned about physical touch. "I need to talk to him," I said. Jess shook her head. "He'll deny it. They always do. Or he'll say you're overreacting." She was right. When I confronted Dad, he laughed it off. Said Jess was being hysterical, that this generation doesn't understand family values anymore. "I would never hurt that little girl," he insisted. "I was just teaching her not to be cold." But I kept thinking about what Jess said, about grooming, about boundaries. I started remembering things differently. The way Dad always needed physical affection on his terms, how he'd pout if we didn't perform the kind of love he wanted. I told Quinn everything. He didn't want to believe it either, but he trusted his wife more than his denial. Dad calls me weekly now, asking why I've pulled away. I don't answer. Some people think love means access, that family erases the right to say no, but Emma will grow up knowing her body belongs to her. That's worth more than preserving my father's feelings. Sometimes the people who taught you about love need to be untaught from your life.